See? Oh my God, this is beautiful. Hey guys. All right. We've been getting some really, really hot weather down here in Louisiana. I don't know how your weather is where you are, but man, let me know in the comments below where you're from and what kind of weather you're having right now. But we're getting really hot, some really hot weather, and it's actually drawing right now it's just some disturbances out in the Gulf. We're looking to be having some heavy rains this weekend. But anyway, it still doesn't stop me from doing things on the homestead, of course. So I'm gonna do a couple of things, you guys, today. I'm gonna do some air layering, and I'm gonna do some air layering on this mulberry, even though I have a bunch in the back, but those are gonna be little pieces. But this I want to try on one of the longer branches, and I want to go ahead and air layer one, and that would be like a full-size tree. Once I get that, I could sell that or plant it somewhere or give it to somebody or whatever I want to do. And yeah, ain't that cool? So I want to air layer that. I want to do an air layer on the elderberry too, out here in the yard. Maybe do one or two, because there's plenty there. Instead of just cutting it down, I was going to cut it down after I get the berries, cut it, and you know, cut it up and make separate little trees. But you know, you got they going to be only 6-8 inches tall, and you got to let them grow. But you can do the air layering and get you know, a nice sized tree that's ready ready to sell. So I'm gonna do a mulberry, I'm gonna do an elderberry, and then this is my Scarlet Beauty plum tree. And I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do 2 air layers on here. I picked out my 2 branches I want to do it on and try to make 2 trees off of that. That's the Scarlet Beauty. I don't have any more though. I was thinking about maybe propagating or air layering a tree, a branch on here, this branch here, because I was thinking about cutting this branch off because it's kind of getting caught in here, and I was thinking about maybe just air layer it and give it a shot before I just decide to cut it off. Okay, so that's a mulberry, elderberry, and my plum tree, and a loquat tree that I want to try to go ahead and do an air layer. All right, so I'm gonna get everything ready, and then I'll meet you over by the plum tree. Probably gonna do the plum tree first, and I got to do that on a ladder. So, all right, guys, I'll meet you. But one of them, whatever one I decide to do, I'll meet you over there. I'm gonna get everything together, so I ain't gotta stop when I'm doing this. Okay. All right. See you by the tree. All right, guys. I got all my stuff together. I'm gonna do a little mixture of some sphagnum moss. This is the long fiber moss, because they do have it really like fine. I have some of that too, but this is what you want to use. You want to use the long fiber. Now this has a lot of fine in it, but I got to open a new one up. It's in here. Okay, got quite a bit there. It's okay though. Because it takes a lot to cram in the little containers I have, but the containers are small. Got some water right here. Let me wet it down. Got to wet it really well, really good. Saturate it. You're going to rinse it a little bit before you put it in, but it's got to be saturated. I like to pour a little of it's a Super Thrive. I think I might have got it at Home Depot or Tractor Supply, one of those. It's a concentrate, doesn't need a whole lot. Just gonna mix it up, get that Super Thrive in here. It's all Super Thrive is a bunch of nutrients. It's great to use doing stuff like this, propagating things. Mix it in your water. You can mix it in a sprayer and spray your plants with it. It's good for all of that kind of stuff. All right, so we basically got that ready, and let me kind of clean my hands off here. Okay, you're going to need some foil, I got clear wrap here, what do they call it? Clear wrap. And I got a rooting powder that we're going to use. And here's these little containers I got. I bought a bag, they had 10 of them. I bought them we have a place called Dollar Tree. You might have one in your area. If not, it's just a place where everything in there's $1. Well, they have these little plastic things here, about 10 of them. I've used some already. There's 7 left. I'm probably going to use them all today. And what I did was I took, see how I notched out an opening on both sides so that the branch could fit in there like so. Let's see if I can maybe show you this. Or like, try to get it in here like this so you can see how it fits on there. And then I would stuff my stuff in there and then put this on it like that, and then wrap it up. So that's what we're going to do. But I'm not doing this branch. I'm going to be doing this branch for sure. So let me get this one ready. I'm going to go ahead and cut. Cut some of this off here. This is where I'm going to actually be doing it. Alright. Looks good. Looks pretty good. That's where we're gonna make the we're gonna make a thing right here. All right, so let me see if I can get you on this. I'll put this here. I'm gonna do this branch right here. Okay, something you need is a knife. This is actually a LLatterRain knife or a grafted knife. And what I'm going to do right here, I'll go ahead and cut the bark. really can't see behind me. That's okay. I think I know. You can kind of tell when you get it that some juice starts coming out. That means that you're at the right depth when the juice comes out. All right, then I'm gonna come up here and cut it here. And I hope you can see this. I know I'm trying to, I zoomed in on it for you, and I'm trying to stay out the way. So it is going to make it a little harder for me to do it. Trying, doing this so that you could see. So I'm trying my hardest to keep it where you could see what's going on. I hope I'm not getting my hat in the way or anything. And then you want to come down, cut through like this. Okay, and then you should be able to get your knife in here like this. There we go. And we want to peel off this. Let me try the other way. I mean, like when I've done it before, it just comes off like a shirt, like a piece of clothing. This is kind of coming off, and there we go. There we go. I can't really see what's going on behind it, but there we go. There we go. Oh, a little bit here. Okay, so now what we want to do is we kind of want to damage this cambium layer here, okay? And you do that by taking your knife, scraping it up. Scrape it up. And at first it was just shiny stuff on it, and it was just sliding over, but we want to kind of damage it up some, okay? This is going to help it to start rooting. Alright, okay. Now hopefully I didn't go too big there. It's looking like I might have. Let me see. Oh, it's just enough. So I actually went a little bit too big, but we can make that work. We can make that work. All right, so let me take this off, and let me put some rooting compound on this. Okay, got the rooting compound on there, and now I'm going to go ahead and put a little cup on here, and it fit right there. Boy, this just made it, you guys. I mean, don't go that big. You got to make it a little smaller. Alright, so I picked up some of the moss out of it, then kind of just drench it, get some of the excess water out, and then just begin to push this in there. And we're going to pack it in. Get some for the other side. This looks good. It looks real good. I can put a little bit more over here. Alright, so get it all off the edges of your plastic container, whatever kind of container you're using. And then go ahead and try to snap this on here. There we go. There it is. You heard it snap? Okay. Whoop. It's snapping, but it's coming off because there's a lot packed in here. Let me turn it like this. Oh, because I see it's not getting snapped on. That's why. Okay. Alright, and there we have it. And that's a good position to have it in because I'll be able to unwrap it to kind of check it later to see if it's any roots in it. Okay, so the next step we're going to do, guys, is we're going to wrap it with some plastic wrap or some cellophane. Okay? And that's going to help us keep the moisture in, guys. That's the purpose of this, okay? That's going to help hold the moisture. And now what we got to do is mimic that it's under the ground, okay? So we're going to take aluminum foil now and wrap it in aluminum foil and make it dark. I got a heavy duty and I'm just folding it in half. Piece. You could always add more. If you don't have enough, you just add it. And get it wrapped around. Now some people take and put tape on it, and they tie this, to the branch But I find that if you can, the aluminum foil will hold it. And it's pretty tight. Okay, so there we have it. And usually, which I haven't really experienced it yet, but they say it takes, 6 to 8 weeks. And I got something that I've done about 5 weeks ago that I'm going to be checking on that real soon. It's on that red ruby guava tree. So this looks real good to me. I like the way that looks and how it came out. And so that's going to be a nice little tree if it does it right, I could possibly, I'm looking at this tree, this branch, and I could possibly do this branch. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of young, but it's got some, it's wying out on the, see this branch is good because let's follow it up, and right here, see, it begins to split off. So it's a perfect little tree. It really is a perfect little tree. Now here's one here, and it goes up a little further up here before it actually starts veering off. So it's not too bad. So I could go anywhere in here and maybe do an air layer right up in here. And I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that on here. Now that seems kind of small. This other one is a little bigger branch, and I kind of like the size of that because it actually makes it look like it's an older tree. When you go to, if that gets full of roots and I cut that off and put it in a pot, it's going to look like an older tree. This is going to look like a real young tree. I see another one I'd love to get to, but it's in the back, and I'd have to do it later on. I think we'll be fine with this. We'll see how this works, and we'll see this in about a month and a half. Okay, so let me pick up my stuff. I'm gonna go to another tree, and we're gonna do it again. And these other trees will be a little lower to the ground. Be a little easier for me to video it. I hope I wasn't blocking, getting in the way there. Okay, I'll see you over at the other. All right, guys, so there it is there. Does it look nice? Right there in the tree. Now this is my Scarlet Beauty. It's a self-fertile plum tree. All right, we got that one done. Now what I want to do one on my elderberry tree, and I want to do one on the mulberry tree. And I see the one I want to do on the mulberry tree. It's a nice big branch. It's going to be this branch right here, guys. And this is nice. It's got some serious growth coming out on it. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see, guys, look at right here. I need to lower it a little bit. See that coming out there? That looks good. That looks like a good place to root. So I'm gonna go from that point down. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this leaf off. I'm gonna leave that on. That. Maybe not. Because I would want to keep growing a leaf, and I want to stop that growth. And we're going to make that start rooting. I'm hoping I'm doing it right, you guys. Now, let me get one of my little containers out. And I got to have one with a big, yeah, here. Because I made a couple of them with some big openings and somewhat smaller openings. Here's one here with a bigger opening. And I'm gonna mark this. I'm actually gonna cut it out here, right under that node, and about here. Okay. So right around the node. You see the juice coming out, and I know you probably can't. And then I know I'm getting in the way of you seeing this very well. Here's the other spot here. Okay. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? Lower it a little bit more, you guys. And let's see, maybe if I can zoom in a little more. Okay. So it's right here. Okay. Try to stay out the way so y'all can see. I'm going to cut up the tree right here. And then I'm going to open this up. Hopefully. There it goes. Peels right off. That's what we're looking for, you guys. I'm not looking for that to happen. I guess it'll be okay. All right. Now from this point, now, let's see if I can cut that up to there. Will it still be safe? Yeah. Let me cut that since it's lifted up right here. I don't want to take a chance on something happening. And actually, that's right on that node anyway. It would probably be a good thing to expose that node. Okay. All right. Okay, so now the next step, you guys, is to rough it up. So you take the edge of your knife and damage it. We're going to damage it. Okay. All right. The next step is your rooting powder. I need to get me a little brush to put in here and keep my fingers out of this. I know I'm wasting some of this. Rooting powder. Beautiful. All right, so let me get a little some stuff to put in here. Now, see, the other one was a little tighter on the tree. Let me see. Maybe I can find one that's not as big. And it might stay on the tree from me. You can go smaller than that. I might have went too big on a lot of them, thinking that it needed to be bigger. This is going to be big too. Okay, but what I can do here, I can squeeze this on right there. There it goes. All right, let me get some moss. Some moss. Squeeze out. You got to squeeze some of it out, because what will happen, we don't want this thing to rot on us. Now, that's what will happen if it's too wet. It needs to stay damp, just like it would be in the ground. And that's how you got to think when you're doing this, of how it would be underground, because that's what we're mimicking here. We're trying to mimic under the ground. Like this is going to be rooting under the ground. Looks pretty darn good. That is the tricky part I was noticing on the last one, because we are putting a lot of stuff in here. Not really snapping on, probably because I got stuff in the way. I'd love to hear it snap. It's not doing it. Okay. All right. Let me get some cellophane ready. Alright, so this is, I'm going to have to kind of do it a little different than the last one. I'm okay with doing things different. I'm into do whatever we got to do to make it work. Right? Okay, so let's wrap this bad boy. You know, when I was getting this stuff, they had some that it said sticky, and now I know what they meant. And I think that's the kind I'll get next time. And then we want to mimic it. We want to wrap the foil around it, and I found this size is pretty good, and I just fold it in half. Let's wrap it. And look, ain't nothing wrong with if you want to get some tape and tape it up and make sure it stays. It's pretty good. I like what I'm seeing there. And that's going to give me a nice sized tree there. Okay, that's going to give me a nice tree I'll be able to get the top dollar for and go to resale. Okay, so we got the mulberry done. And that's what it looks like there. And that's going to be a nice size branch and a nice size tree. It's going to make a whole tree right there. That's pretty good. Okay, so that works good. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do it on this branch right here, on this loquat, because I really want to remove this branch. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and see if we can make a tree out of it. So let me get this set up. Okay, there we have it. And you can see it pretty good, yeah. Okay. Alright, so now we got to cut it out. Let's see if we did it right. Okay, it's not peeling off like it should. There we go. It looks like I'm deep enough. Well, this one's not peeling off, guys, but I mean, it's coming off. When I get under it, it's just coming off in sections. I don't understand why, but it's okay. As long as it's coming off. I got one more little section here. Okay. All right, now that we got the bark off, we're going to go ahead and we're going to scrape up the Cambium layer, damage it. And this one is it's softer. You can tell it's really damaging a lot easier than the other two. Okay. Looks good to me. Okay. All right, next step is the rooting compound. Okay. I'm gonna put this baby on. There. All right. Take some moss. Get the majority of the water out of it. Now let's force it in around here. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. I just ate. I'm sorry about that. Get a little bit at the top of this. Let's just hope we can get a snap on this one, huh? I would really like to just snap on. Slid down, you got to watch that. Okay. All right, now cellophane. And no, I'm not using the wife's cellophane. I'm gonna purchase my own that I keep for doing this kind of stuff. Whoa, 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 she wanted to come out. Come on, get back in there. Now we're going to put some foil around it. Beautiful. Okay, guys. That's it. That's number 3. That's 3 in less than an hour. I know that. I haven't been keeping track of the time, but it's really kind of easy to do once you get it going. Maybe let's do an elderberry before I call it quits. I got an elderberry tree right over here. Oh, this one right here. I'm gonna do this one right up in here. It's a nice tall one that I'll be cutting down. It's amazing how this happened on all of them, except the first one. I think the first one peeled off easy. These coming out in sections. Not sure why. Okay, so this is, okay, what's happening is I got to tighten up, I'm sorry. I got to tighten up on it. Okay, so I got it cut. Now the next step, after taking off the bark, is to damage up the cambium layer. Alright, so we damage that up. Next step, rooting compound. And remember, in the sphagnum moss, I have that Super Thrive. So we've got the Super Thrive and the rooting powder combination going on here, guys. Good stuff. Okay, let me get some moss. This one's fitting pretty good. Whoop, I just broke a branch. Cellophane. Help lock in the moisture. Keep it locked in. let's get, the next step is the aluminum foil. And we're going to darken it up. Foil. Tree. All right. That broke off. I can actually stick that in water and it'll grow. I think I'm going to do it because I got some water in the greenhouse. There you have it. All right, guys. So now that gives me what? Four trees that I just did, and I know it's less than an hour. And let me go over everything with y'all. All right, so the first one we did my Scarlet Beauty plum tree, and she's right here. Right here, and there's the where we air layered, sitting right there. Beautiful. That's number one. Number two was my mulberry tree. And there it is there. That's where we air layered that. It'll be a nice tree. Next we air layered my loquat. And that's going to be a branch right there that I wanted to cut off because it's going into all this, my A-frame that I got here, so I want to cut it off. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait about a month, see if we get some roots. And the last one was my elderberry tree. Let me get in here, guys. The elderberry tree. That branch right there, we air layering right there. There it is. So that's 4 of them, you guys, I did in a short amount of time. And I know it's going to be probably even a little shorter on the video, but even in real time, I doubt it if it took me an hour. That would be 15 minutes each one, but that would be close, okay? I really don't even think it was taking 15 minutes to do one. So let's just say it was 15 minutes, so an hour I did 4 air layers. And so that's pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do, let me get picked up, and I'm going to meet you over at the red ruby. And I got two air layers on her, And we're going to go ahead and take one. We're going to open one and see. I went back looking. I didn't record the date, and that's something that you need to do too. I don't do this, and now I really don't know the exact date. But going back on my videos, it says a month ago. Now, it could be a month and 3 weeks, because it's going to say a month until he hits 2 months. So, if it is, then it could be anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7 weeks. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I was trying to remember if there was something that I did that helped me remember the date, and it don't. And I'm real bad for that. And I need to do that, because I need to start doing that even with the quail. I forget. Was it this week or the next week? And I need to start writing this stuff down. And so anyway, we're going to check one of them, and if it's got roots, then we're definitely going to plant it, and then we're going to check the other one. And so we'll be checking too, okay? So, I'll see you over by Red Ruby, okay? Alright guys, I'm over here by Red Ruby, and I'm going to undo one of the air layers to see what we got going here, okay? Where are we at? It's up in here. Let's see if I can move some branches out the way, you can see. It's going to be hard for me to do this, well, you can see, but I'm going to try. I'll do it with one hand, if I can. I see, oh my God, this is beautiful. Y'all, can you see all that in there? Let's see, let me see if I can zoom in on it. Look at all of that. My God, this is ready to plant. This is good, y'all. Beautiful. Pop that off. Let's get this off without trying to hurt anything. Okay, what I probably need to do is cut it. I don't know if you guys can still see it. Yeah, let me back it up a little bit if I can. Whoop, wrong way. I'm going to go ahead and cut the whole thing off because I'm banking that the other one's just as good. Look at that, guys. Okay, now I could see now too, looking at it a little better. I could have left it longer, and it wouldn't have hurt at all to leave it a little longer. But I think I got enough root on there. I'm going to go ahead and plant it, and we'll see. I'm doing all of this, and y'all can't see what I'm doing. I need to hurry. My battery's going dead on my phone. And that's what I'm gonna plant that. I'm gonna let you see that real good. It's roots all in there. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna get them started in the little gallons right now. I need some 3-gallon buckets. I don't have it. at the moment. Could be tree number 1 that I made. Get some more mud here. I wonder if I need to pull this up some. Have any more stakes. And there you have it. It's a red ruby guava. Ain't that cool? Here, and so cool. Let me get some water in it. Get it watered up. Alright guys, my battery's running low. Try to hurry. Oh my god, this has got even more of this one. I'm finally the end of this thing. Pop the top, and we got roots. Plenty of roots. I'm going to cut that off. I guess I'm going to cut that off. I am. Cut it off. Here we go. My son-in-law's on his way over here. Pick up his daughter. Keep staying today with us today. I kind of wanted to see that, but he'll have to watch the video because I can't. I'm running out of battery. I'm running out of daylight. To get me some stakes because being a branch, they're a little more crooked than and I could straighten that out. I can definitely straighten it out, but I have to get me some little metal stakes or something. There we go. There it is, guys. Okay, this is totally encouraging, guys, to have success at doing this. And all right, so I'm gonna put a link below of the ruby red when I air layered it, and I'm gonna go ahead and link it at the bottom of this, and then I'm gonna probably make a video of I'm gonna take that video and then I'm gonna add this to it. All right, guys, glad y'all got to spend the day with me today doing some air layering, and hope you try it, give it a shot. And you see here I got 2 things of success here, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with the rest of the stuff. Okay, all right, you guys, y'all be blessed. I'll see you